Hello you guys, it's Happy Panda Guy here, and welcome back to another Roblox video. Now, this is a video that I want to do, and I'm playing one of my games here, which is, of course, the pretty iconic one, Escape Baldi Obby. So, the reason I am here today is I just want to have a talk about what has been going on recently with this game, and maybe anything to do that's involved my group page and maybe my other sort of legacy games I made like 3 years ago, like my old obbies. As you can see, those two obbies here, the Bikini Bottom and the Freddy Fazbear one, was created almost 3 years ago. And but the main purpose of this video is to thank everyone who has been playing with this game. And we also reached 3 million visits, which is absolutely incredible. And another thing that's quite incredible is that we usually, on an average, will get 200 people online on this server, but now we've 100, which is absolutely insane. Like, when I just got out of bed and then I just went onto Roblox just to see what is going on here, and then I just checked on this game and I just really couldn't believe my eyes. Like, how on earth did I get all of this? And I was like, is this like a joke? But no, it's all true. And I couldn't believe it, because I've always wanted to make obbies, but I wasn't really sure if they're gonna do anything that good. But since I've been picking up quite a lot, and there's also people on my other social media platforms who contact me and saying, I've came here from one of your obbies, and say keep up the good work. But another thing is that many people seem to give me sort of like reports about this obby, just saying like, because as you might be familiar with, this game doesn't really have a healthy ratio. It has a lot of dislikes, and that's mostly quite common with obbies. I'm not really sure with what's with the obbies. I mean there is it's like people can't dislike the game just because it's too hard, when I get people who say to me my obbies are absolutely like a piece of cake to get over with. And I've also want to thank people who put this on YouTube and played my game, which is absolutely great, because I like to have people who are quite popular who would play this game. I mean, I like everyone who plays the game, but I just like to have, I didn't actually expect anyone to, especially a larger YouTuber who would play one of my games. So that's a big thank you for all of them that have done it. So about the dislikes, I don't really know if I should do a rework or something on this obby just to make it a little bit simpler, because the last time I pretty much updated this obby was like in summer, so it's like about 5 months ago, something like that. But if the dislikes are rolling even more, I probably might have to rework some of these stages to make it a bit more easy for people to go on, because I have to be respectful to people that are not on a PC, but there's people on here that we playing on the phone and this and that, and I can imagine playing an obby using the phone or a Kindle is probably like very hard. I've even tried that once, and I was terrible at it. So it seems like to me I have to be respectful for people who are got different technology while playing this game, because to my point of view, I think PC is a bit more easy to do obbies quite easily, but once you're on your phone, it requires a lot of fingers all over the place to actually just make your character move forward and then jump. So yeah. Hello. So this was like just a talk video, but I will play this obby once I finish talking. Well, I can just play right now. So I may be just reworking some of these stages, just to make them a bit more simpler and for people who are in different technology. But I did get some responses to this, saying like some comments saying that this obby was absolutely too easy for people, and I'm just like, and then some people say it's too hard, and I'm like, I don't even know if I want to make this a bit more tricky or anything like that. But roughly to complete this obby, it only takes like 12 minutes, so it's not really that long. And some people have questioned about, well, my obbys, that they're not they are not very good, like such as saying like someone said that about my Freddy Fazbear one I made 3 years ago was, why does Freddy have his stomach? He's an animatronic, he doesn't have any flesh or anything. And I'm just like, well, this is Roblox, so most of this stuff doesn't even make any sense. So even when like a character maybe doesn't have a stomach or anything, and this game is given a stomach, because 3 years ago when I made that game, I kind of already knew about it, and I just wanted to make something that was quite crazy and random. So I thought it would be funny to give him a stomach. He could get a machinery kind of stomach, but I think just a stomach looking like this is pretty fine, because there is obbies out there on Roblox that don't really make any sense. Like for example, you get eaten by someone, and then when you go to the poo stage, and when you complete the poo stage, you appear in some sort of town instead of coming out of the bottom. So you're just like, what happened? Like, what on earth has happened? So I'm not really sure. I could rework some of these stages to be a bit more easy, because I have to be respectful to people who, like I said, using different technology, and I try not to make this obby a piece of cake, like absolutely dead easy, because that won't be you know, it won't be that much challenging. Some people have questioned me, why is his inside interior ridiculously big? Well, this game is actually based on one of my legacy obbies I made, of course, Freddy Fazbear. This is like, what I've done is just made a duplicate, and then basically just took out all the obby stages and then replaced them with different obby stages. I think some I just kept, just like the stomach right there, you have to jump on the food. But this game is kind of based on my old legacy kind of obbies. Some people also questioned me, will I update my old obbies? And I'm like, I don't really think so. Even if there's bugs, I probably would. This is kind of like a bug, but I kind of preferred it like this. It's basically these droppers that just drop down, but they don't go in a straight line. But I kind of like them as they are, actually, even though this is not meant to happen. So you just go one by one. So I won't be really updating my old obbies, because I don't want to ruin its kind of legacy or history, because I like to look at my work back. Okay. I want to look back at my work years ago and then just look at it now. I just don't feel like I want to completely give reworks or anything. Now, since this is giving me more motivation due to the amount of people that are playing this and that, I feel like to kind of give more my own upgrades and designs on here. So it's kind of like, let me say, it's kind of like what by the name of Packstabber would do. What he does, he kind of has these sort of like givers that kind of, he makes his own kind of like givers and this and that, which is pretty cool. You know, it's full of like pastel colors, lots of pastel and stuff like that, and this is kind of a bit similar to it. I think I've got many plans of what I can add to this game. I mean, to add as the end of the game rewards, and I could actually maybe add a donation box if anyone wants to donate me some Robux. I'm not really that fast, but if someone wants to donate me some bits of Robux, like even probably 1 Robux. I think that'd be very nice. I can't even remember which path is safe. Is it middle? Yeah, okay. I can't remember my own obby paths and which ones are safe. Okay, so we've got the poo stage now. I've also added 2 Easter eggs, which are not very that interesting, but it's on here. It's basically just 2 signs, like when you go out of bounds, and if you just go back into the Baldi bathroom interior, there is actually 2 messages floating above on top and 1 beside the door. And basically they just said, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here, get out. It's kind of like those average video game Easter eggs when you go out of bounds and then you see a message saying you're not supposed to be here. So now we've just got pooped out. Yeah, he doesn't have a butt sticking out because I don't think that would be appropriate. I mean, mostly, I mean, not super a lot, but obbies, when it involves getting eaten and get pooped out, sometimes a character shows their butt, but I don't really think that's really appropriate because I probably would get in trouble for that because that's not very clean to, you know, to show a big huge butt on here. I don't think robots would like me to do that, just to add a huge butt onto Baldi. So I just left him as he is. So now we're down in the toilet, so this is, you know, you're basically kind of like flushed. And you have to jump over the blue. And also you've got, people have said this, why did I even make this? This is just like creepy emoji poo. Since I'm a fan of moving eyes on Roblox, I thought it would be funny and weird because my obbies are meant to be weird, to have, you know, weird objects or bits of pieces to have a face or some eyes just looking at you whenever you move around. Some people got freaked out of this just because of how creepy it is, but you know, this is Roblox. We can make creepy, unusual games. We can make what we want with our power of our imagination. So yeah, I need to go past the urine. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we have did it. So this was like an announcement video and also a little bit of a documentary kind of talk video about this game and maybe adding more updates. I haven't even updated this game for the past 5 months, so which is quite bizarre actually, because especially when you have a huge player following, you expect to like update more frequently even when there's like bugs or new features being added, but this has definitely brought me into motivation of creating more obbys. So I also want to show you something. It's quite commonly seen, but this is only for the people who haven't even played this obby I made before. But if you go up, yeah, so this is the Baldi interior. Baldi's behind that wall right there. And once you get to the top, you get a message you can see for the distance saying, why are you even up here? Go away. And then there's another message by the side of the door, if I just go by the side of it. I just feel like it's pretty necessary to add something behind it, because I looked at other people's obbies, and especially when you are given paths and you can go the behind the scenes. I've noticed that not many people actually added any sort of like secrets or anything. I mean, they added secret badges, which is pretty cool, so you need to find badges, but they not actually had like any sort of like messages, like with most of your video games. When you go out of bounds, they would have a secret message hiding somewhere that says, why are you even up here, go away. And I just thought it would be great to just have my sort of own version of the Easter eggs, which are not heavy to hunt, but they're just there just to be, you know, just to surprise people that, you know, that something is watching you. Okay, so as you can see behind the door, if we get a full preview to it, yeah, if we just go by this corner here, we do not want to fall to the ground because I would die. Okay, it says, did you really think there was something behind this wall? And I think many people will possibly think that's probably a corridor or something, but no, it's a dead end. It's just a wall right there. Did you really think there was something behind this wall? So I am absolutely so thankful for everyone who has been playing my obbies. I was absolutely speechless of what I just came across this morning. Like, I could not believe, like on average, my obbies from online players would roughly be about 10 people, but 4,000? Are you kidding me? That is absolutely insane. Like, I don't even know how this game actually picked up so quickly. I was maybe thinking a popular, maybe internet influencer probably brought attention here, and I don't know. I know there's, you know, of course YouTubers have been playing my obbies, which is pretty nice, but I looked at the latest ones and I had never seen like any sort of like I don't even know how this game grew up more big. I've never advertised it or anything, but I am absolutely so pleased, and it made me feel like I can just be more motivated to create more games on Roblox. Especially obbies. Obbies are my taste, even though obbies are not so popular as they were before, because you know, obbies are not a super popular game nowadays, but people still play it. It's not a because nowadays we've got simulators, which are quite commonly like the top kind of games right now, and also like prison games and stuff like that, you know, like Jailbreak, Prison Life, etc. And then you got these first person shooters as well. So I know I'm repeating myself quite a lot, but I just want to say thank you to even everyone on here, and even the people who didn't like this game or don't even like me or anything like that. I just want to say thank you for checking out my game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below what you think of this video. You can leave any requests in the comments of what games you play next, it's in Roblox or outside Roblox, and if you're brand new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe, and once you subscribe, hit some post notifications, which is the bell right next to the subscribe button, so that way you won't miss any video from me when I upload. So like I said, thank you for watching and have a good day.